guys, XSR Detroit here with another review for you. Today we're looking at some cell phone mounts. I'm going to be comparing the Ram X Grip to the Quadlock system. And what made me want to try out the Quadlock when I've already had the Ram, I did a video on it last year and what I thought on it, is because I bought a new phone and it's bigger than the phone that I had. Originally I had a Google Pixel and it fit in the middle of the Ram mount perfectly, but my new phone is a OnePlus 7 Pro, which is a big phone, and it has a different button layout. The big issue is if I wanted to have this centered, one of these would be resting on the volume button or in this divot here, which isn't solid, and it's a button too, so I don't want to put pressure on it, which does, vibrate, sound off, sound on, stuff like that. So basically it doesn't fit right in the middle, and I don't think it's a problem. I've got the rubber bits on it. I don't think this would fall off or anything. I don't think it really would be an issue, but I figured, all right, I'd feel more comfortable if the phone was secured a little better, and I was just kind of intrigued with the Quadlock system. They have some other products that I was interested in, so I figured, why not give it a shot, compare it to the Ram mount. So what we're going to do is we're going to head into the garage. I'm going to show you how to install the Quadlock system, and we'll come back to the Ram mount a little bit later with the full comparisons. One of the significant differences between the Ram X Grip and the Quadlock system is that for the Quadlock, you're either going to need a case from Quadlock for your phone, or you're going to need one of their universal adapters, which is what this is. They don't make a case for my phone, so I had to roll with this. It's the adapter with some 3M tape on the back, so you can apply this to any case you want, although when I was reading the instructions for this, it said that it doesn't adhere to like rubber or rubberized cases, so you might want to double check to see what material your case is made out of. Something like this, something that's just like a very, it's not a very rigid case, something, soft like this probably isn't going to be good for that. I don't know if this material back here is plastic or rubber, but it's rubber around the sides, so I'm just going to use a different case that I have lying around from Spigen that I know for a fact is plastic. So let's start by cleaning this surface off and attaching the Quadlock mount to the phone. I'm going to lay a shop towel down here to give my phone screen something to rest on. Then we have this case, which I'm going to take off. We'll pop that phone into the case I'm actually going to use. Yeah, this is a much more rigid case, hard plastic, and we're good to go. I'm going to begin with wiping the back of the case down with a cleaner I just had handy in the garage. Next, I'm going to use this alcohol wipe. Now that the alcohol has dried, we're ready to put the Quadlock mounting piece on. If I were you, I would take a quick look, make sure you mock this up and line it up exactly where you want to put it. I'm trying to get as close to the flash as I can with having the most contact area. If you're like me, you're terrible at putting things with adhesive or stickers on anything, so I'm gonna really take my time with this before I peel that sticker off, because I want to make sure it's on perfect. I imagine peeling this off is gonna be a pain in the ass, so mock it up first. Alright, after mocking it up a few times, I think I'm ready to put it on. Peel that adhesive off. Alright, you only get one shot. Alright, want to make sure that's nice and close. How are we looking on the bottom? Alright, sweet. Let's take a look at the motorcycle handlebar mount kit from Quadlock. Pull that open. And here we go. So you have an Allen key, the mount itself, this is what locks the actual quad lock portion. And then we have a couple of adapters for some different size handlebars. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this Allen key to remove this top portion. Giving us access to the Allen clamp, which, oh, it's all the same size. Very convenient. Before we move on with the installation, I just wanted to show you something real quick with the Quadlock. You can swap these push buttons out for different color ones. I actually spent $10 on this just so it would match my bike, because I didn't have anything blue on my bike, but I have some red stuff and I thought red looked cooler. So I'm going to show you guys how to swap these out really quick. So you have this top that comes off with the fastener. So you lift the button and you're going to see this metal bit here, and we're going to kind of like flick it up. And then it pops out like that. Place that to the side. And you'll see on the left and the right, this will just pop right out. No big deal. And then we're just going to place this right back inside. Like that. Put the top back on. Now we're really ready to go on the bike. With that top portion removed, you can gain access to the Allen fastener down here, and then we can put the correct adapter that comes with the kit, the 1 1/8. Pop that on. Put this on first. And I'm just going to put it in the middle for now. I'm sure we'll adjust the location a little bit. For now, I'm just going to keep it loose because I'm not positive which angle I'm going to set that at. Now with this kit, you do have some options. We have this arm we could mount on and then place the quad lock on top. Straighten that out. Or you could just take this quad lock portion and mount it right there, which I think is what I'm going to end up doing, but I'll put the arm on for you guys just to kind of show you, see how it fits. Either way, I have a feeling I'm going to have to move this. I use this for my front mounted GoPro. This is probably going to have to come off, so you won't have to worry about that, but I'm just seeing this is not going to probably fit together nice. So let's start by putting the arm on and see what that's like. Alright, that's with the phone set up vertically. So that's set vertically. Then horizontally, we're just rubbing up against my Ram mount for my GoPro, so that's not a big deal. You won't be running into that, but it fits both ways. Looks pretty good. I like the placement. I decide to remove the Ram mount to give myself more space to adjust the quad lock. Having the mount directly on the ring placed the release too close to the risers. I put the arm back on the quad lock to give the phone more clearance. It really comes down to personal preference and application for this phone mount. I experimented with a few different positions before finding the one that worked for me. I just wanted to show you guys how I'm going to run it for now. Vertically, it completely, mostly blocks out the speedo, but what I want is that horizontal, got plenty of room for my charge cable. And another thing that I like is I removed my GoPro mount earlier, I put it back on, and even with the phone installed, I still have a good amount of flexibility as far as viewing angles from the GoPro. Typically I film these videos with my GoPro, so I'll just put the case in here just to kind of give you a visible representation. I know a lot of you guys don't, run GoPro mounts or anything, but if you have a bigger phone, or if you're just wondering how to utilize a very limited amount of space on the handlebar, you can run a cell phone mount and a GoPro mount. It's a little tight, but I feel like I have all the viewing angles I'd be interested in anyway, so I think it's cool. It looks kind of crazy, but it's just supposed to be practical. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. After using the Quadlock for a while, I found that it's a good phone mount. It's easy to use while mounting and removing, even while wearing gloves. I like that I can change the orientation of the phone while it's on the mount easily. I thought I'd find the quad mount tumor to be annoying on my phone off the bike, but personally it doesn't bother me, and I only use the case while I'm on the bike anyway. I took the Quadlock off. Now we're going to take a look at the Ram mount. The thing I like about the Ram mount is it doesn't require any tools to put on, so you just simply place it wherever you want on the bar and then just adjust it at the bottom. So you can adjust it up and down, whatever you want to do, and it's installed. You can adjust the Quadlock vertically or horizontally, and it's on a ball joint, so you do have some flexibility as far as mounting goes. Unlike the Quadlock, you don't need any special hardware for your phone to mount the phone. You simply squeeze the arms and the phone's in. You have this rubber bit. I like to go corner to corner to keep the phone secure while I get the rest of them. And you're pretty much ready to go. The main thing I really like about this mount is it comes on and off the bike very easily. If you're just scooting around town and you don't need your cell phone mounted, you can just take it off and clean up the look of the bike, or just leave it on if you use it pretty often. The main reason I replaced it is just because it just doesn't play well with my phone. The arms get in the way of the buttons, and that's why I switched to a Quadlock, because I didn't have to worry about any arms clamping down on the phone and interfering with those buttons. But overall, I really like this mount. I used it all last year with no issues whatsoever, so I would still recommend it if you're not looking to get into the Quadlock product line. After using both these mounts for a while, I feel each have some pros and cons. Let's start out with the Quadlock. As far as the pros go, you can mount and remove your phone with one hand even while you're wearing gloves. And I think the setup looks a lot cleaner than the Ram X Grip. It's not all positive though. You'll need a specific case or to add their connector to an existing case for your phone, and it's a lot more expensive than the Ram mount. Taking a look at the Ram X Grip, I like that it's very adjustable yet feels sturdy. It's easy to remove it and install it with no tools, and it's the more affordable option. The Ram X Grip isn't perfect though. Certain cell phone button layouts are not going to work well with this, and it takes two hands to put the phone on the mount. Overall, both of these phone mounts do the job, both with certain advantages and disadvantages. I think it's really up to the rider's needs and overall application. Personally, I prefer the convenience of the quad mount over the Ram. As always, thank you for watching the video. Throw me a like and subscribe if you dig the content. Ride fast, ride naked, and wear your helmet. I'll see you in the next one.